Hey guys, how you doing? Episode 3, I think. Yes. All right, so today was the second day where I started to really get my shit going, right? It's the second day cuz yesterday I've been working since I think it was 2:30 something p.m. until like 7 to 8 p.m. Yeah. I worked for 7 hours, not straight. I was continually distracted, which I hated this thing, but yeah, whatever. I can't say that I worked that amount of hours, even though I would love to say it. You know, I think at some point you gotta get rid of your ego and wanting to say that you worked, but you didn't actually get shit done. Today I worked until 12:30 p.m. until it was 21, actually 22. Yeah, I worked until 10 p.m. Yeah. And that actually felt really freeing. It was a really really good feeling when I got all of the shit that I said I was going to do done. I still had some things to do, but I had to call it a day because I had to wake up early tomorrow. I have to wake up early tomorrow. So one thing that I'm noticing and that I'm grateful of is that I didn't start with money, right? I didn't start with money, and I always said to myself, bro, that fucking sucks because I wanted money. I wanted to get all the shit that I want whenever I wanted it. I always wanted to have the plate in front of me put by other people because I don't know, I felt entitled. I wanted that as a kid. And in some way, I still want that. But I learned that when you don't have money, right? When you've left with zero at like, I don't know, 20 years old, 25, 30, right? You're gonna learn very, very fast to get better at something and make money unless you die, you want to die, right? And the fact is that is beautiful. As tragic as it might be for some people to not have money, to struggle all day, all times, right? It actually gets you to get better. And that's good to me. In my vision of things, that is a good a motivator, survival. I mean, I don't give a shit about motivators. I don't judge them for their morality, right? Even though survival is not about morality, right? But I judge them based on, do they serve you or do they not serve you? Because survival does serve you, to some extent. It gets you to move your ass. And whatever gets you to move your ass, I don't care what it is, it's good in my book. So I learned pretty fast that if I will not actually get better, I'm pretty much fucked because I only have this dead end job, and I'm gonna speed through my 20s, yeah, until I'm like 30, and I will have a dead end job. I mean, I will be in the same exact position, but 10 years older. That is fucked up. I mean, it's still recoverable because I don't think there's no situation that is not recoverable, but recoverable. I don't know how you say it, but whatever. So I will be 10 years older without a fucking skill, without knowing how to do shit. And I'm pretty much scared of that because in my life, as I told you at the start, right, of this podcast, I always wanted to have all I could get as soon as possible in front of me, you know? And I don't give a shit if people say, like, that's not fair. I mean, no, they will not say that it's not fair. They will say that, like, yeah, they will. someone will say something, right? If I say this, I don't know what they'll say, but they'll say something. It's gonna piss off some people, but that's what I wanted, and that's what I'm gonna get, because all my life I wanted that, and what I'm gonna do is actually find ways to get that until I get fucking bored of life. That is literally who I am, and that is literally who I am at my core. This is my core. To some people, I might say something else. It's incoherent, but whatever. There's a lot of people who hide their true selves from anyone else. But at the end of the day, your true self is just there, and it's gonna be there forever. So the sooner you accept it, the sooner you're gonna live a fulfilling life, or at least that's what I think. Guys, by the way, I'm 21, right? I cannot have this much, wisdom and knowledge. As much as I'd like to say that I do, I don't. I'm just a fucking kid at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm an adult by definition, but I'm still 21. I don't know how to do shit. I don't have nothing, and I still shouldn't be this entitled. But I learned to love people with bigger egos than me. When people have fucking egos, I love that. I love when people say that they're the best, say that they're like so attractive. I love when people brag. Because when they're backed up by results, no one can say shit. No one can say shit when you have $1 billion and you say that you're fucking balling, that you're the best. Even though there is people, there are people who are richer than you. Even if there are, and if you say that, I will still respect you as if you were the best, because you backed up by results, right? If I said in my position, I'm the fucking best, I'm the richest man alive, people should laugh at me. They should, right? But whatever. So, changing topic. Today, what I got done was pretty much a lot of things. I published a couple YouTube videos. I did some emails. It was really productive day. I really liked what I did today. What I got done, and from now on, it's gonna be like 10x that. If today I was satisfied. Tomorrow I want to do 2x, 3x. I want to do 10x. Like, I did 10 outreaches yesterday. I did like 3 today, but they were higher quality, right? Now, yesterday I did 10 outreaches, which were not high quality. Today I did 3 outreaches, which were more personalized, more taken care of. I spent a little bit more time on the messaging. And one thing I think I should fix is that I write too much, too long ass messages. They're too long. I should I should synthesize what I fucking say in my messages. But yeah, whatever. I'll write this down later. And today, which is tomorrow actually, I wanna 10x that, which means I should do 100 outreaches or 30 more personalized outreaches. Outreaches. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't even know how to talk English lately. I swear to God. I listen back to my videos and I say to myself, how the fuck did I say that thing and not even realize that I was literally inventing a grammar that doesn't exist? Whatever. Right? I don't know, but today feels so fucking like I'm so satisfied. I'm going to bed, but I have the energies to go on for another day, another day like this. People who worked at Burger King literally looked at me, watched me work for a whole day from open to closure. From open to close, yeah. They couldn't believe their eyes, but I did. I worked that long. I worked double their shifts on something that is not giving me any revenue yet, because I'm finding clients, but it's not giving me any revenue. It's only giving me personal satisfaction. And I know that this will bring me so much success along the way, because I'm not satisfied by, I'm not looking for, monetary results for now. I'm looking for personal satisfaction in the work that I do day by day, and how much I can bring myself to do something that is not giving me any actual reward, only only spiritual reward, you might say. I don't know. And I'm satisfied by that, bro. How much of a willpower do you gotta have to actually do that? Do the thing that makes you uncomfortable. Say to yourself the things that are uncomfortable, which is my fault. I'm fucking stupid because I didn't do it up until now. It's been 5 years, almost 5 years, since I started online business, online, and making money online, this whole journey. It's been 5 years and I still haven't made more than 1K online. It's embarrassing. I know, guys, it is. But I'm building, guys. I'm progressing. To me, these 5 years, 4 of them have been wasted. But I think a whole year I've spent working at least, but working on myself. Today I can say that I am a better person than when I started. Not because of I was 16 when I started. Now I'm 21. It's not only the normal growth. It's actually that I've lived so many lives since I've started. I've watched so many things, met so many fucking people, felt so much regret on seeing my peers getting better and actually achieving things that I would not achieve, because I was comparing myself to other people who did copywriting. I started with copywriting, by the way. And they were actually successful, or they seemed like they were successful. And that actually fucking got me so mad, but they didn't make me move any further. I had some periods of my journey where I was so much focused, so laser focused, where I actually almost achieved something. I did achieve something, which was 800 euros for a project. I wrote like 14 emails, a couple of VSLs, and some sales pages. But that was it. And I always talk about this story, but you gotta say what you gotta say. You gotta say to yourself the uncomfortable things so that you can move forward, you can move on, and get better. And actually, trauma can be a good thing, can be a good motivator. I don't think successful people are happy. I don't think they are. I think successful people, most of them, you don't have to be, sorry, I gotta say this thing first. Most successful people are traumatized. They went through some trauma that actually got them to move their ass and say to themselves, I gotta do this thing. I gotta get this shit done. Not because of someone else, but because I'm in pain and I gotta move forward to move away from this pain. Actually, most successful people actually became successful because they were moving, they were escaping from the pain of something, right? They didn't want to feel like a failure, so they went through this journey of entrepreneurship because other people valued money. So if they made money, it meant that they were not a failure. These people probably made 10 to 20 millions, probably 100 millions, probably a billion, and they still feel like failures. That is not to say that to be successful you have to be traumatized. I don't think so. But most successful people did, and they probably still are struggling with that trauma. Actually, most likely. But who gives a shit, right? They are successful. They have money. Not that money is everything in life. I don't think that is. But to me, right now it is. I don't think that if I had enough money, I wouldn't be at least able to be satisfied with my life. I would be pretty much satisfied if I made 10 million, probably. If I had 10 million invested, I would still be working in business. I would be doing business all fucking day, all days, probably. You know, I would be one of the most hardworking fucking motherfuckers there is in the game. I would be so fucking. I would get everything done in like. I can't sleep if I have something to do. You know, I can't sleep if I have a task that is literally bugging me in the ear. I would pull an all nighter. I would put an all weeker. I would stay awake all week to actually get some shit done that I know that I need to do. I don't care, honestly. Fuck the phone, fuck people, fuck notification, fuck family, fuck everyone. To be honest, fuck everyone. I gotta get this shit done. I gotta get this thing done. And I don't care about anyone, nor anything, nor I don't have a care in the world. I have to get this thing done. This is who I am. Right? And so yeah, tomorrow is gonna be all about working. Working. I think my most huge my biggest mistake, let's rephrase that, was the fact that I thought that reading and listening to podcasts actually got me further instead of actually doing the work. I thought I was smarter than anyone, but I felt always more stupid than people that had money. Because if I was so smart, then why the fuck was I broke and they were rich? Then if you're so fucking smart, if you're smarter than other people, then why are you not richer than them? I know that intelligent is not a direct indication of how much money you should have or you do have in the bank. If you have zero, it doesn't mean that you're fucking stupid. You could be more intelligent than people who are rich, but if you're so smart, let's talk business, right? If you're so great of an entrepreneur in your mind, then why the fuck do you have less money than people who you think are more stupid than you? Why? Why is that? Have you find an explanation? And if you're looking for an explanation, you're looking in the wrong direction. The only answer you can give yourself is work. Put in the work. Because if you do not have the results, you probably aren't putting as much work as you should be doing. That is just the truth, that is just that is just the fucking truth. And another thing that I learned today is say no, bro. Say no to these fucking failures. Say no to your friends who are not doing anything with their life. Say no to people who are going fucking nowhere in their life. Say no and say yes to the only thing that matters right now. If you're broke, the only thing that matters right now is getting to know how to make money. Finding out a way to actually make it. Finding out a way to learn a skill, monetize that skill, and actually scale yourself to a point where you make money by just showing up to meetings and say a bunch of shit, and people take you seriously and they pay you for your advice. And the only way to get there is if you actually went through the things that you're advising people to do, or to if you're giving some advice, please at least do the thing that you're teaching. Accomplish the thing that you're teaching. If you're teaching people, if you're teaching guys how to get girls, please fucking get bitches yourself, right? And so yeah, but you can get to that position, where you just show up to meetings and people take you seriously. You can get to that point, but you have to do the thing that you want to teach people first. There's gonna be a point where you become so good at that thing where you actually just have to say people what to do, give advice to people who are starting out, and you're gonna make so much money. But you're not at that point yet. You're not that good yet. And so you should be working again and more and more and more. you should put, if you're putting out like 7 pieces of content per week, there's people who are putting like 500 pieces of content per week. Do you think you can compete with them? Do you actually think you can compete with them? I mean, you're laughable, honestly. You are laughable. And I am laughable too. I am too, because I'm not making as much as I should be making. But by working more, you learn how to get more done in less. By working more, you learn how to work better and more efficiently and put out more content. But you got to understand what you're doing right now, you should 10x that. You should 10x that. You should aim at like making 10x, and next month you should be looking at what you're getting done in a day, and it should be 10x what you were doing a month ago. Not because, this is the standard, but that is a good metric. And this is what I'm aiming at right now. And the funny thing is that I know that I've crossed like 20 minutes or 25 minutes of talking just by knowing, just by looking at my throat is burning. Yeah, it's sore. Sorry, it's not burning. So yeah, guys, I think for this episode, I think we're done for this episode. I think I have something to say, but I think we're gonna. I'm gonna keep it for the next episode. So, as always, guys, take care. Keep your wealth, stealth, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.